It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history.
Jake Paul has just lit a fire in the boxing world with a call out no one expected. He's aiming straight for Anthony Joshua, and he's not just talking, he's promising to shake up everything. A few days back, a surprising tweet lit the spark for what could become one of boxing's most unexpected showdowns. He stated, "I'm not against him, I am against some kinds of fights he does. I want to tell you an example and a surprise. I am thinking me and him to doing him against Joshua now." This tweet from Turki Alalshik flipped the script instantly. What sounded like pure fantasy suddenly felt real. The idea of Jake Paul facing Anthony Joshua sent shockwaves through the sport. Fans were stunned, and critics couldn't believe what they were hearing. If this actually happens, it won't just be a fight, it'll be a global spectacle. But Turki wasn't done. He followed up with an even bolder statement that stirred the pot even more.
Joshua, if he destroy him, it will be good for me. The headache of Jack Paul will go from my mind. If Jack Paul win, I will know that Joshua is finished, and Jack Paul deserve to be ranking and deserve to have future in boxing, right? I thought you wanted 50-50. In this situation, I wanted 99-1.
This changed everything. It wasn't just about hype anymore. It was a calculated move with high stakes. If Joshua takes the fight, the outcome could rewrite both fighters' legacies. For Jake, it's the chance to silence every doubter. For Joshua, it's a test of pride and power. Either way, the boxing world is on edge, waiting for what comes next. Just when fans thought the drama had peaked, Jake Paul came charging back with a defiant message that sent shockwaves through social media. He stated, "I will do what I want, with who I want, when I want, in the boxing ring." This wasn't just a flex, it was a declaration of war. Jake made it clear he's not here to follow anyone's script. He's calling his own shots and daring the world to stop him. No approval needed, no fear shown. This line marked the moment he stopped being the underdog and stepped into the storm willingly. And he wasn't finished. He threw more fuel on the fire in classic Jake Paul fashion. He tweeted, "Anyone, anytime, any place. You rodents talk so much, but when I want to take on the biggest challenges, you start having panic attacks and deciding my demise." This was pure venom wrapped in confidence. Jake's shots weren't just for the fighters. They were aimed at every critic, every doubter, every so-called expert. He's not backing down from Joshua or anyone else. With this, the pressure flipped. The world is watching, the stakes are rising, and Jake Paul just might be dead serious. Eddie Hearn finally broke his silence and gave a big update on what's next for Anthony Joshua, and it came with a twist no one expected.
For us, we want to fight Tyson Fury, but we are going to fight before that Tyson Fury fight, because I think Tyson Fury, he's not going to fight Anthony Joshua before spring, summer of 2026. So we have been out, or AJ's been out, for coming up to a year in September. So we definitely want to fight again. I had a meeting with His Excellency, who just met Jake Paul the night before.
Without saying too much, he confirmed that Joshua won't be waiting around. There's a fight planned before the Fury clash, and the timing is sooner than most thought. The real kicker? It connects straight back to a recent meeting involving Jake Paul. That small detail has fans buzzing with speculation. Could AJ versus Jake really be closer than anyone imagined? The pieces are falling into place, and fast. And then came the biggest tease of all. Eddie Hearn dropped a hint that could flip the boxing world on its head.
Jake Paul has reached out to Anthony Joshua a few times. I've spoken to Nikisa, Jake's manager. It's never a fight we anticipated. It's never a fight we've targeted. But if you want Jake Paul to be the warm-up fight, and obviously financially it's a great opportunity for AJ, and you want to provide AJ and probably in turn Matchroom with the opportunity to extinguish Jake Paul from the world of boxing, then maybe AJ will oblige. you know?
He revealed that talks have actually happened behind the scenes. This wasn't just internet hype. Jake Paul's team has made real moves toward a Joshua fight. While it was never in AJ's plans, the idea of using Jake as a high-stakes warm-up is now on the table. The money's big, the drama's bigger, and the chance to shut Jake down once and for all might be too tempting to ignore. This could be the fight no one expected, but now everyone wants. Eddie Hearn didn't hold back when asked about how he sees a Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight playing out, and his words stirred up even more buzz.
Look, Jake's a big, strong cruiserweight. I don't think it's particularly competitive, but we know that in the world we live in, a lot of people would watch it. It may be the biggest fight that can be made bizarrely in the sport. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, yeah, it's a great challenge. I think he gets flattened ASAP. But there'll be a huge amount of people globally that would want to watch that.
He hinted that while the matchup may not be evenly matched in the ring, it could be explosive at the box office. It's the kind of fight that may not make sense on paper, but in today's boxing world, numbers talk. Millions would tune in just to see what happens when power meets provocation. It's bizarre, bold, and possibly one of the most watched events the sport could produce. The question now is, will they actually do it? Just when it seemed like things couldn't get any crazier, Eddie Hearn dropped one final hint that sent fans into a frenzy.
So we'll see. You know, His Excellency said to us, would you be interested in making the fight? I can't say no, because until we know the proposal, maybe. And if Jake Paul is crazy enough to step in the ring with Anthony Joshua, and he might be because of the amount of money that will be at stake, who knows? You could see AJ against Jake Paul next.
He admitted that a serious offer might be on the table, and that changes everything. If the money is right and Jake Paul is bold enough to step in with a powerhouse like AJ, this could really happen. It's the kind of matchup no one predicted, but now feels strangely possible. The idea sounds wild, but so did most super fights before they happened. Suddenly, AJ versus Jake Paul isn't a meme, it's a maybe. And just when fans were still catching their breath, Turki Alalshik gave the clearest signal yet that this fight is more than just talk.
Why not? It is win-win deal.
With just a few words, he made it clear. This isn't fantasy anymore, it's a plan in motion. The way he said it, calm and confident, left no room for doubt. Behind the scenes, the wheels are turning fast. Both sides know what's at stake, and the world is watching closely. If this deal goes through, it'll be one of the most unexpected yet explosive fights boxing has ever seen. And just when the hype couldn't get any louder, Jake Paul made it clear he's ready for the fight with Anthony Joshua.
Man, yeah, I would love it. I would love it. I would love to walk into the Lion's Den and have everyone saying Jake Paul and then knock someone out like he did tonight. So we'll see what happens, but I know I can do it.
Who's that someone?
Anthony Joshua.
There was no fear in his voice, only fire. He's craving the challenge, ready to walk into hostile territory and silence every doubter in the most dramatic way possible. This isn't just talk. Jake believes he can do what no one expects. The energy, the confidence, the timing, it all points to something big. If this fight happens, it won't just shake the boxing world, it'll break it. Just when the boxing world thought things couldn't get more outrageous, Tyson Fury stepped in with a jaw-dropping take of his own.
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight look. Bit chubby, bit bulky. Getting there. That's protected. And he just done a great job over the aging Chavez Jr., who was a middleweight, but still. Sure. Yeah.
Fury didn't dismiss the matchup. He endorsed Jake Paul with surprising confidence. His words flipped the script and left fans stunned. The line between circus and serious just got thinner. With Fury now weighing in, the buzz around this fight reached a whole new level. Whether it's hype or honesty, one thing's clear: this story isn't slowing down. Tyson Fury didn't stop at just backing Jake. He went a step further by praising the wild range of names Jake has been calling out lately.
I like how Jake Paul calls out the full spectrum from featherweight to heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? Who did he call out? Tank Williams and Joshua. That's just crazy. That's what you call Richter scale call outs.
Richter scale, I like that.
May as well chuck Bam Rodriguez in there as well. Why not?
With a mix of amusement and disbelief, Fury pointed out just how bold Jake Paul has become. From featherweights to heavyweights, Jake's callouts are breaking all the usual rules. It's chaotic, it's unexpected, and it's working. Fury's reaction shows that even the sports elite can't ignore what Jake's stirring up. This fight talk isn't just noise anymore, it's becoming a movement. Tyson Fury didn't just talk, he went all in with a bold prediction that stunned everyone. He didn't hedge, didn't joke, he meant every word.
Jake Paul chins AJ, yes, they fight.
Are you serious?
100%. If they fight, I'm putting £1 million on Jake Paul.
What?
Yeah.
Not only did he back Jake Paul, but he also put serious money behind it. £1 million bet isn't just hype, it's belief. Fury clearly sees something the rest of the world might be missing. That kind of confidence from a heavyweight champion isn't thrown around lightly. If this fight happens, Fury's bet alone will make headlines, and Jake's moment could turn into boxing history. Jake Paul didn't just appreciate Tyson Fury's support, he fired back with a jaw-dropping response of his own.
Yeah, I'll 10x it. I'll put $10 million. Whatever.
He didn't hesitate for a second. In classic Jake Paul fashion, he took the bet and multiplied it by 10. This wasn't just confidence, it was a challenge to everyone still doubting him. With that one line, Jake raised the stakes to an insane level. Now it's not just pride or legacy on the line, it's millions. The hype is real, and this fight is starting to feel inevitable. Jake Paul further reacted to Tyson Fury's massive bet, and his response added even more fuel to the fire.
I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad.
He acknowledged the support with a grin and a jab of his own. Jake didn't just thank Fury, he called it a smart move. That one line showed how confident he truly is heading into this potential clash. He's embracing the spotlight, the pressure, and now the heavyweight backing. With every response, Jake's turning the fantasy of this fight into something dangerously real, and the world is watching every second of it. Jake Paul wasn't done proving just how serious he is about facing Anthony Joshua. He doubled down with a bold money move.
Yeah, I'll 10x it though. I'll put $10 million on me versus Joshua. Easy work. Like, seriously, I believe myself.
He didn't flinch. With total confidence, Jake raised the stakes higher than ever before. This wasn't just about talking tough. It was about putting millions on the line to back his belief. Calling it easy work, he made it clear he sees no threat in AJ. Every word added more tension, more drama, and more reason to believe this clash is no longer a joke. It's a ticking time bomb ready to explode. Jake Paul continued his response to Tyson Fury's support with another jab that turned heads and raised eyebrows.
Tyson Fury's a smart guy. A lot of people think it's talking but Joshua has a weak chin, so.
He backed Fury's take with sharp confidence, throwing subtle shade at Joshua's biggest vulnerability. This wasn't just fight talk, it was strategy in motion. Jake is studying his target, spotting weaknesses, and letting the world know he's not just showing up, he's coming to win. The shots are getting more personal, the stakes more real. If this fight happens, it won't just be explosive, it'll be an unpredictable war. Jake Paul finally said the words fans have been waiting to hear, loud, clear, and with zero hesitation. He stated, "Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen." This wasn't speculation anymore. Jake confirmed it with full belief. No teasing, no vague hints. Just a straight up statement that shook the boxing world. He's not backing down, and the energy around this fight just hit another level. From whispers to headlines, this clash is gaining unstoppable momentum. If Jake's this sure, something big is coming, and soon. Even boxing pros and pundits are now jumping into the conversation, and the predictions are getting intense. Joe Rogan also added his voice, with a take that reminds everyone just how dangerous Anthony Joshua really is.
Olympic gold medalist, the champ, knocked out Vladimir Klitschko. I mean, he's a monster. I mean, no one has ever had a better body than Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is one of the best built heavyweight boxers of all time.
He highlighted Joshua's raw power and unmatched physique, reminding fans that AJ isn't just a name, he's a physical force. While Jake Paul is making waves, Rogan's words bring the spotlight back to what Jake's really up against. This isn't just hype anymore, it's a storm brewing between strength and self-belief. With opinions clashing and momentum building, this fight feels more real and more explosive by the day. Joe Rogan didn't hold back while discussing Jake Paul's plans to face Anthony Joshua, and he added his own twist to the timeline.
So he wants to fight Anthony Joshua in 2026.
And the haters online are like, yeah, do it.
Well, they're like, what about
make that
now?
happen. Yeah.
They're like, what about
Do
fight
it
him
now.
now? He's like, no, I want to wait till 2026. Like, okay.
To put on weight.
Put all the steroids, every steroid
What
they
if-
have.
He pointed out how Jake seems to be playing the long game, eyeing a future clash instead of rushing in now. But in classic Rogan style, he added a sarcastic edge that stirred debate. His tone suggested that preparing for AJ isn't just about training, it's about transforming. The comment hit hard, sparking questions about Jake's real readiness. One thing's clear, if this fight goes down, it won't just be about fists. It'll be about proving everything said along the way wrong. Even current fighters are starting to weigh in, and Rolly Romero just made one of the boldest picks yet in the AJ versus Jake Paul saga.
Wait, they're gonna fight?
Jake Paul and Joshua, apparently that's going to happen next year.
Turkey's interested.
Turkey's apparently want to put that on.
Turkey said he likes that.
What happens if
I
that
think
gets
they should
made?
fight. I got Jake Paul.
In a moment that caught everyone off guard, Rolly didn't hesitate to side with Jake. While most experts laugh off the matchup, Rolly doubled down with full belief. He sees something in Jake that others refuse to acknowledge. Whether it's confidence, style, or pure unpredictability, he's backing the underdog. And when active pros start choosing sides, you know this fight is becoming more than just a viral headline. Rolly Romero didn't just pick Jake Paul, he doubled down with a bold prediction that turned heads instantly.
I'm not even joking. I got Jake Paul.
Decision or knockout?
Knockout. I got Jake Paul. I'm telling you straight up, like, I'm not messing around. I got Jake Paul.
For real?
He made it clear he's not joking or chasing headlines. He genuinely believes Jake gets the knockout. No hesitation, no safe answers. Just full-on confidence in the upset. Rolly's words added a whole new layer of drama to an already explosive buildup. If more pros start echoing this, the tide of opinion might start to shift. And with the world watching, one punch could prove everyone right or completely wrong. What started as a wild idea is now shaping up to be one of the most talked about potential fights in modern boxing. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. From bold callouts and massive bets to pro fighters taking sides, this storyline has taken on a life of its own. Turki Alalshik's surprising tweet opened the door, and Jake Paul didn't hesitate to walk through it. Since then, the momentum hasn't stopped. Eddie Hearn gave the green light to explore the idea. Tyson Fury backed Jake with a £1 million bet, and Jake fired back with a jaw-dropping $10 million counter. Even Joe Rogan and Rolly Romero have entered the conversation, adding more heat and hype. Everyone seems to have an opinion. Some believe Joshua will crush Jake in minutes. Others think Jake's power, confidence, and unpredictability could lead to the biggest upset in boxing history. No matter what side you're on, one thing is clear. If this fight happens, it will be more than just a bout. It'll be a cultural moment. Now, what about you? Do you think Jake Paul has any real chance against AJ? Would this be one of the biggest boxing events of all time, or just hype with no substance? Whose side are you on? Team Paul or Team Joshua? And most importantly, if this fight happens, will you be watching? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tune in for more videos like this. The next punchline might be just around the corner.